Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a flip through and review of a book, but this is going to be a slightly different video. Normally I do stuff related to coloring books, adult coloring books, and journals. However, we're going to look at this book, which is the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, the story, of course, is by JK Rowling, and the book was illustrated by Jim Kay. Now, I have done flip-throughs of the first two books. The first two were Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The second book is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now, we're on the third book, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So the thing behind these books, now this is the Harry Potter story. It's got all of the Harry Potter book in here. However, it's an illustrated version. And so what's been happening is one book a year has been released for the past 3 years, because we're on book number 3. So you get one book a year until all of the books are out. There are 7 books in the Harry Potter series. The last one being Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So we've got like 4 years before everything is done there. But this year, earlier this month in October, was released Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and flip through this book as I have done the first two. Now, when this book came, now I got this on release day, but when this book came, I was actually away from home in Michigan because I was taking some training, and so I could not get to this book until I got back, which was, not very long ago, because I was away for about 2.5 to 3 weeks. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with this flip through. Now, I did purchase this book with my own money. This was not sent to me by the publisher or anything. I did purchase this with my own money. So you're going to get my honest review. Okay. And I'll try to talk about all elements of the book. All right. So here is the front part of the book. Now it is, I'm not really sure what the measurements of the book is, but it's a very, very big book. It's more like what you would see maybe on a coffee table book. You know, it would definitely be one of those coffee table books. It has a removable jacket. So if you take that off, you're going to see that it's this purple color. The book is actually purple, okay? So when you have a jacket like this, you always want to try to be really careful with it because you don't want anything to happen to it. So here is what the back of the book looks like, and it's just got some information about it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get on with the flip through. So we're going to open it up, and it's got a little blurb about the book, and I believe this is Hogwarts Castle on the book right there, which is awesome. Now it's a thick book. Let me just, before I actually do the flip through, let me just show you how thick this book is. It is a very thick book. Look at that. And the paper in it is actually pretty thick. The paper in it is actually quite thick, so you're going to be pleasantly surprised if you decide to get this book. Okay, so we're just going to try to flip through all of these pages. Now, I've just kind of quickly looked through this, and I'll try to be pretty fast about it simply because there's a lot of pages to get to, and we will be here forever if I don't. Okay, so we're just going to start the flip through. Now, as I said, it's got the whole entire text of the book in here. There's Harry. But even the pages that don't have illustrations, they have designs woven into the page itself. Some pages you get little illustrations on. The paper is quite thick, and it's glossy paper, just as you would see in the first two books. It's got pretty much the same setup as the first two. I don't know that this one has as many illustrations as the first two, but I don't know. I'd have to compare it, but it's still a beautiful book. And Prisoner of Azkaban is actually, I think, my favorite book in the whole series. And you get some different colored pages, like you get black right there. You see that? So some beautiful things in here. It's Order of the Phoenix, I think, is probably the thickest book, man, and that's going to be a huge book once that thing comes out. Holy moly. But that's not going to be for another 2 years. It would be nice if they did more than one once a year. Like, it would be so cool because, you know, we're kind of almost halfway through the series that they kind of speed it up. But I can understand why they're taking their time because I think, you know, they do want to put out a quality product. And, you know, he does beautiful artwork. So I know if you try to speed up production and, you know, you try to rush it, it just isn't the same. So I guess, even though I'm very impatient, I guess I would rather have a quality product rather than have it sped up and have it be subpar. And there's, oh my gosh, there's Harry on the train with the Dementor. Look at that. That is scary looking. That is scary looking. And so you would have to kind of know the Harry Potter story to get some of the illustrations, but what's nice is you can actually read the story as you're looking at the picture. The only thing is this book is quite heavy, so it's not the easiest one to just sit down and read. It's more of a display piece, more of a ornamental thing. I think that's Professor Trelawney, because on this page it was talking about when he went to divination class and met her and stuff. I think she predicted that he was going to die. But as you can see, some of the pages do not have any illustrations on them. It's purely story, but even so, the pages are still very nice because they do have, it's not just plain white paper. It's, oh, there's Severus Snape. There's good old Snape. And you can, and now, just as a little disclaimer here too, this is not a depiction of what the movies are. It's Jim Kay's interpretation of what the illustrations are going to be. So this here is his interpretation of Snape as of Prisoner of Azkaban and so forth. Okay. And what was I saying? So as I was saying, you know, even though you get some pages with just text, you still have really nice designs on the page. It's still very pleasant to look at. It's not super busy as you're trying to read the text, and the font is pretty good, I do have to say. And then, as I said, you're not going to get movie illustrations in here from the Harry Potter movies. This is simply, purely and simple, the interpretation of the man illustrating this series. Okay. So it's a very beautiful book. I really love these illustrated versions of the books, and I plan to collect all 7 of them. We've got 4 more to go. We've got 3 out, now we've got 4 more to go. I will leave a link in the description section from Amazon to point to where you can purchase this book if you choose. Okay. And I'd say we're about halfway through the flip through. This book does have a bookmark in it, which I will try to pull out. It's a few pages back. Can you see the bookmark? So each one of these books has a ribbon bookmark. That way you can mark your place. Okay. I'm trying to go through this kind of fast so we don't make a career out of it, but I love looking at these. I really do, just simply because they are so beautiful. They're very, very nice. So most of the pages you actually do get something on. There's some pages that have just text, like here, as you're going to see, but most pages has at least something on there. But I think a lot of effort and time is put into making these books what they are. The paper, as I said, is glossy paper. It's kind of like what you would see in, again, it's kind of a coffee table style book. So it's similar paper to what you would see in similar books like that. We have a Far Side collection, and that came in 3 volumes, and I believe it has paper like this. Maybe it's even a little thicker than this. A lot of text. Ooh, holy Holy cow. There's a, I think is that Sirius in dog form? Like Sirius Black in his Animagus form? Holy crap. Or maybe what was mistaken as the Grim. Ooh. I don't think we've gotten yet to the part where Sirius drags Ron into the Whomping Willow. Okay. So, oops, skipped a page here. But yes, if you are an avid Harry Potter fan, I would recommend adding these books to your collection. I would say they're between 20 and 25 bucks. It's a hardcover book, and it's a huge book. So it may seem a little expensive to you, but for what it is, I think that's a pretty decent price, really. Oh my gosh, there's the moon, I think. Wow. Full moon. Black pages that we're going to get with text. Oh my gosh, now we're getting into some real scary stuff here. Ah! But, like I said, I think the price is pretty decent on these books for what you get. And it's between 20 and 25 bucks, so it's really not bad. I think the Tales of the Beetle Bard Collector's Edition, I think when it first came out, was like, I think it was either 50 bucks or 100 bucks, so a lot more money than this. I mean, you got a lot with that collector's edition. And I was actually lucky to get my hands on one. I really was, because now if you try to get one, it's going to cost a fortune, because they don't release that anymore. You can get the regular Tales of Beetle the Bard, but not the collector's edition. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I will bring that up and show that to you guys. But we're almost to the end of this book. Alright, there it all is. And then here's the back of it with the little thing on the dust jacket. And then there's the back cover and the end papers of this book. And then here is the back of, oops, here is the back of the book. Alright, so that is the flip through of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the illustrated edition. My thoughts on it, it's a gorgeous, 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 beautiful book. For any Harry Potter fan, I would highly, highly recommend it. It's great. I am so glad that I am able to get my hands on these, and I cannot wait for the rest of them to come out. So, it might be more expensive than maybe some people are willing to pay at around 25 bucks. You might even be able to find it for cheaper, after it's out a little bit. But since it's newly released, you're going to find it for closer to 25 bucks. But for what you get, I believe it's a decent price. I really do. And it's a huge book. It's very, very big. So, again, I would highly recommend it. I think, there's just nothing except, high praise for these books that I can tell you guys, and beautiful illustrations, and if you want just a different interpretation besides what you see in the movies and stuff, this is awesome. I love it. So again, I will put the link to this book in the description section in the video. I'll link that to Amazon, so you can purchase that through that link if you wish. Easier for you guys to find. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. But better yet, hit that bell so you can be notified when I upload new material. You all have a great day. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. And we will talk to you all later. All right, bye guys.